but just stick to the code. You get yours, I get mine.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Dolphins are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Bills, who will need to solve that secondary.
Larry, we could have been assigned to December games in Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Cleveland. Instead, we get the plum assignment here in sunny Miami, Florida. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo. Bills and the Miami Dolphins. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now.
Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Hank's almost going to get into QB1 here when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Fresh set of downs here. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
All right, now look at 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
Here's Mack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times...
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go. Over. No, check. Patriot.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And to give this time to the tailback. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Austin. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go.
They'll run with Mack. And some space here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Brown in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. And now out come the Bills. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Let's go. Green 38.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They run a draw here on 2nd down, and they see right through that defensively. as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They'll drop to throw. And escapes his, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Bills' offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now a carry from Mack. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. They'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 41-yard line. Now they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Let's go! Brand 38!
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out 1st downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Let's go. White, 90. White, 90. Ohio.
He'll look to throw. Austin's got it left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tavon Austin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Green, 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Miami. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, You're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Staying on the ground with Mack. Shreds the tackles. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come on, let's go.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Room past the 20. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go. What? 90. What? Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Harris in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Here we go. What? 90.
Back to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. So that'll back them up 5. So after the mistake by the offense, it cost them 5 yards. And now 1st and 15.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Second down following the incompletion.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Come on, let's go. What? 90.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that one will be accepted. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Brand 38.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Let's go. What? 90.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Come on, let's go.
Back to throw again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go. What?
Back to throw here. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. He's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
And Aguayo able to knock it through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. They had a long way to go. They started that drive at their own 3, and they scored 3 from it.
What an excellent job by an offense that could have very easily just said, okay, let's just take a few plays safe, punt the ball away, and play some defense. Instead, they found a way to attack and put themselves in position to put points on the board.
And out come the Dolphins now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still, we now proceed to the start of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Lee. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills add on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. And a nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Now Mack. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Oh, now he bowls him over. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. This one is down he goes. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Time running out here on the play clock. Looking to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the 3rd quarter. And the Eagles have moved out ahead in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. A run by Mack to start the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. That's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Space to maneuver at the 40. Sheds off the tackle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. All right, this is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Back now in Miami. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Beathard to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Keith Mumphrey, his first touchdown on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Dolphins get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Second down following the run.
Let's go!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! What? Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go! Grand 38!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And to give this time to the tailback. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Here we go! What?
Now a handoff here to his running back. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And this a 39-yard attempt. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.